Hello everyone, we're back in the garment district today. I keep running out of trims. At this point, we're really in the thick of it all. I am running out of fabrics and trims left and right. I'm searching for things that I don't know that exist or not. Everything's basically halfway sewn. All the garments are constructed or prepped in my room right now, and it's getting really crazy and hectic inside of my house. I'm someone who personally struggles with the idea of time passing and time passing too quickly, so this was definitely a really frantic time for me. I was just trying to maximize the 24 hours in a day that I have, while including taking care of myself and my sleep habits. The time of this clip was August 25th at 11 a.m., which meant that I had 19 days left to complete everything. And you guys, I was wasting my time with the most minuscule thing. I was looking for drawstrings for my pajama pants. This ended up being my most hefty expense because I ended up with a silk ribbon since I was making silk pajama pants. I was open to a vintage cording or a jacquard ribbon or something like that, but it just wasn't popping up anywhere. So I visited one of my favorite yet most dreaded stores in the garment district, East Coast Trimmings. Why do I say that? Because everything is absolutely fabulous in there, but the price tag is quite hefty. I have another haul of trims. I went into the garment district this morning and I got more goodies. Who's ready to look at what I got today? I needed everything I got, so at least there's that. First thing was actually a really lucky find in a sale bin. It was 50 cents a yard and I got 9 yards of it. Really good deal. It's just elastic, it's really vintage, so it doesn't really stretch, but it's a beautiful trim that I'm gonna use just for decoration. Then this was the heaviest hitter of today, and unfortunately it's literally just this little bundle. It's silk ribbon that I'm going to use for my drawstring for my bridal pajama collection, and silk ribbon just has like this different quality that like I can't even properly describe. It's like incredibly drapey, super lightweight, but still incredibly sturdy. And unfortunately, it was $7 a yard. So that kind of hurt my wallet. Then in this one, I have a new hyperfixation trim store. So I got a few things, all necessary things again. This is just a bunch of me like justifying every single expense that I've made. But I got a bunch of spaghetti, pre-made spaghetti in white, because this does take me a while to make. I never make it fully evenly. So I got a bunch of spaghetti straps to just get that out of the way, save myself some time. I think it's a good investment. Then I got a sheer ruffle elastic for the sheer skirt that is being draped behind me. It's gonna get a little built-in panty, but this is gonna be a cute little trim for the waistline. Then I got another ruffle. This one's just like a little bit of a tighter ruffle elastic. I'm gonna use this for a few things, but I got 3 yards of this, I think. We have one more bag. And surprise, surprise, it's replenishment of my core lace. So I got more of this classic lace. I'm gonna have to, so many receipts. I'm gonna have to put this all in the little bolt. I like to wrap it all around, like some cardboard, literally like a toilet paper roll. And then this lace is my new favorite lace. He gave me a little extra yardage of it because the cut that he gave me ran out. So he gave me an extra yard, which was really sweet. But this lace has been my new hyperfixation lace. Super excited to work on that. Let's get started for the day. I have a lot of sewing to do. It's gonna be fun. Welcome back, everyone. A lot of feelings were coming up as I was nearing completion of the collection, and it was nearing towards the end of summer as well. I entered this new unknown chapter in my life where I just really fully tapped into my potential, as well as just my resilience and knowing myself. Trusting my gut and blocking out outside voices is really hard for me to do. I value the opinions of the people around me, and it's just really hard to really stick to your guns and follow through with an idea that you know you're going to persevere through. In a previous video, you guys can see that I've been spending my summer doing flea markets and prepping for those and selling as well on my website. And it's not my #1 favorite thing to sew, but sewing at this level has made me realize a lot about myself. I've further developed a skill that I was once afraid of. And now I'm sewing faster than ever, which is crazy. At the end of the summer, I think I made about 70 pieces. A lot of those pieces were skirts, but that's still absolutely crazy for me, considering the fact that sometimes it would take me a month to complete a few projects. With that being said, it was really important for me to also take a step back within the little time that I did have to enjoy the process and enjoy the ride. Here I was working on something really fun. These were my display pieces for the showcase. I wanted to make some big, voluminous, standout resort wear pieces. The white skirt was the piece that I took the most time on because it had a really long train and it was super billowing. To hem it all, I decided to lace applique it, which took me even longer than the drape itself. At this point, I got into a really good flow state, so just enjoy me working through the bits and ends of my entire collection. It was finally time for a well-deserved break, and my friend from Toronto was in town. I haven't seen her in over a year, so it was time to head over for some inspiration, but also a reset to the Met. Once I got back to work, I did the most exciting part of my collection, which was the dresses. And here I was upcycling a vintage piece and creating my very own. At this point, I had 5 days left until the showcase. So of course, I was back in the flow state, really grinding through, seeing the entire thing through. And then I got a little crazy and started adding more pieces to the collection, new things to cut out and new things to sew. It was getting really hectic, but I was having fun. I'm starting to prep for packing, so I figured I'd give a little sneak preview since I've been terrible at updating everyone along the way. I have some of the most recently finished garments here hanging. I added some fun new great garters and some really beautiful vintage sleepwear pieces. Of course, the core Bernelli mini skirts and some really fun styling pieces to go along with your dream sleepwear wardrobe for all of your bridal dreams and more. And yeah, I'm so excited to kind of go through all of this with you guys. And if you're coming to the showcase, get excited because I've got a lot of really fun stuff that I made just for you. Of course, I was grinding through a few pieces the night before, and I had some friends over and they really helped me out, and I love them so much for that. I also decided to power through and sew in between the 2 days of Saturday and Sunday to replenish some pieces. It was quite daring of me, but I think it was well suited. The next few clips are the completion of the collection, but stay tuned for the next video for the grand reveal of the showcase.